In the 1990s, Stacey Dash wasn't just another actress, she was a cultural icon. Best known for her unforgettable role as Dion in the teen classic Clueless, Dash became the definition of beauty, style, and sass. But today, she's almost unrecognizable, not just in appearance, but in reputation. From a $10,000 a month drug habit, to posing for Playboy, to becoming one of Hollywood's most divisive political figures, Stacey Dash's story is a roller coaster of fame, downfall, and transformation. How did a woman who once dominated magazine covers and red carpets disappear from Hollywood's spotlight and fall into a whirlwind of addiction, political controversy, and personal reinvention? This is the untold story of Stacey Dash, her rise, her fall, and her fight for redemption. If you think you know what happened to her, stay with us, because this story goes far deeper than headlines ever revealed. Stacey Dash was born in the Bronx in 1967. Raised in a tough environment surrounded by instability, violence, and trauma. Her mixed heritage, African-American and Mexican, gave her a unique look that Hollywood couldn't ignore. But behind her beauty was a hunger to break out of her circumstances. Her early roles in shows like The Cosby Show and music videos introduced her to the mainstream. But nothing compared to 1995, when she landed the role of Dion Davenport in Clueless. At 28, she played a high schooler, and audiences loved her. With her bold fashion sense, quick wit, and iconic one-liners, she became a generation-defining character. Stacey wasn't just acting, she was Dion. Overnight, she was featured in men's magazines, named one of the sexiest women alive, and became a household name. She represented confidence, class, and edge, all in one package. While Clueless catapulted her into stardom, Stacey Dash's movie career was a mixed bag of small successes and frustrating setbacks. After Clueless, she reprised her role in the TV adaptation of the film, which ran from 1996 to 1999. However, without Alicia Silverstone and the original cast energy, the show saw moderate success, but never matched the original's magic. In the early 2000s, she appeared in movies like View from the Top and I Could Never Be Your Woman, but most of her film roles failed to gain traction or box office appeal. She also took on independent and straight-to-DVD films such as Paper Soldiers, Gang of Roses, and Lap Dance, which, while diverse in genre, didn't revive her mainstream career. Despite her screen presence and charisma, she was rarely offered leading roles in major productions. Hollywood wasn't giving her the parts she deserved, and her resume slowly filled with underwhelming projects that didn't reflect her early potential. For many fans, it felt like a star with undeniable talent was being wasted sidelined in an industry that often chews up and spits out bold, outspoken women. While the cameras showed a confident star, Stacey's private life was falling apart. In a candid 2021 interview, she shocked fans by revealing that she had secretly battled a severe addiction to Vicodin. At the peak of her dependency, she was spending up to $10,000 a month on pills. The addiction, she said, was rooted in deep emotional pain stemming from childhood sexual abuse, physical trauma, and toxic relationships. She admitted that she had no idea she was addicted. "I thought I had it under control," she confessed. But beneath the surface, her life was spiraling. As Hollywood opportunities dwindled, Stacey's struggles grew worse. The girl who once shined on every red carpet was now lost in a haze of painkillers and self-destruction. Few in the industry knew, and those who did stayed silent. Like many stars before her, Stacey learned the hard way that fame doesn't heal trauma, it only hides it. If Stacey Dash surprised fans with her roles, she shocked them even more with her political transformation. In the early 2010s, she rebranded herself as a vocal conservative. Joining Fox News as a political commentator, she made headlines for her unapologetic views. She famously criticized Black History Month, called for the end of BET, and strongly supported controversial politicians. While some praised her courage to speak against Hollywood's left-leaning norms, others accused her of betraying her own community. The backlash was immediate and brutal. Former fans turned on her. Fellow celebrities distanced themselves. Even her Clueless co-stars publicly criticized her positions. Eventually, Fox News cut ties, and Hollywood producers, who once lined up to work with her, stopped calling. Stacey had gone from beloved icon to political outcast. And once again, she found herself alone this time, not because of addiction or bad roles, but because of her own words. In 2006, Stacey Dash posed nude for Playboy at the age of 40. The photo shoot was classy, confident, and beautifully shot. For Stacey, it was a way of reclaiming her body and sexuality on her own terms. But the move raised eyebrows. While some praised her for defying ageism and breaking taboos, others saw it as a desperate attempt to stay relevant. The industry, already unsure of her political views and inconsistent film career, now saw her as unpredictable a risk. It didn't open new doors. In fact, it closed many. What was meant to be empowering turned into another label used against her. Stacey Dash, once the symbol of self-assured femininity, was now boxed in by a media machine that couldn't decide what to make of her. Too bold for Hollywood, too liberal for conservatives, too conservative for liberals, and too complicated for easy headlines. By the 2020s, Stacey Dash began to disappear from the public spotlight. But in private, she was working on something far more important than fame herself. In emotional interviews, she opened up about her recovery. Clean for several years, she talked about how she nearly died from addiction and how spirituality, therapy, and self-reflection helped her rebuild. She apologized for past comments. "I've changed," she said. "I'm not that person anymore." And for the first time, she wasn't trying to be a political voice or a Hollywood darling, she just wanted to be human again. Her comeback wasn't loud. It wasn't glamorous, but it was real. She began slowly re-entering the industry with small appearances, personal blogs, and community work. It's not the return fans expected, but maybe it's the one she needed. So, what truly happened to Stacey Dash? Was she destroyed by the industry, by her choices, or by the pain she never got to heal until it was nearly too late? Her story is one of contradictions. A 90 who never got the role she deserved. A political voice who lost everything by speaking too freely. A beauty icon who struggled with deep emotional wounds. Stacey Dash's legacy isn't clean, simple, or polished. It's raw, real, and unfinished. And maybe that's what makes her story worth telling. Because behind the scandals and headlines is a woman still searching for peace. The question is, will the world ever let her be more than her past? If you found this story eye-opening, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Universal Desires, and turn on the bell so you never miss our deep dives into the real stories behind fame, downfall, and redemption. And let's talk, was Stacey Dash misunderstood or misled? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we read every single one.